I just left a very busy D&D market in beautiful downtown Scioto, and we come to another business, but this one is not 40 years old. It's kind of brand new, and it's here on the LaValley Road. What's the number here, Rob?
1251.
1251. This is the G-U-A-Y Gay Farm.
That's right. Donald Gay Farm. Most recently milked cows a few years ago. Yeah.
And then the roof collapsed.
Right. The roof collapsed on the early 1900s barn, and there wasn't really much left to save the way it came down, and so we decided to start from scratch and build new.
Did you say 1900?
Early 1900s,
so
that end of the barn. Yeah.
Over 100 years old.
Yeah, you can see it. We've got some pictures inside where 1930. The barn's nice and straight and square, and it looks like it's fairly new.
Tell me about it. We've got a hay barn there. In that kind of situation there right now. So here, how far from the Route 11 intersection at the other end of the LaValley Road?
We are about 1.5 miles from the Route 11 intersection, just outside Mooers.
Okay, and then if you're heading that way, it takes you to past the Ridge Road where I live, and then on to Honeymoore's Corners.
That's right.
So you're
down on Route 9. We probably 6 miles from there.
Probably yeah. So it's a well-traveled road, but it's probably the same people who travel it though.
That's probably true. A lot of people cutting back and forth from Ross's Point, Shazy over to Mooers.
Right. So it's not like it's a diverse traffic.
Yep. But we we have had some traffic come through. And I'm sure a lot of people have been seeing us building here and wondering what's going on.
Yeah, well, I thought it was a big milk
I appreciate
house.
you coming by. I've had that comment. You guys putting in a parlor. No, we've taken things in a little different direction. We're actually going into the maple business. And beef, we've got some beef in the back here. And then we're buying in some other products from local producers. But our main product is our maple products. So we've got a kitchen that we're building on this side to process the maple syrup into other products. We'll bring it in our 40-gallon drums because we're making it over in West Shazy. And then we've got the storefront where we can put the finished product and add some other products from local producers to help them access markets and give a little wider variety on our farm stand, because I think it's important for folks to be able to get a grocery basket full when they come to a place like this, rather than one or two products. It's more convenient, I think.
Yeah, make the trip and then
make the trip worth it.
Right.
There you go.
So you'll have storage in this other part that you're
and then
working on when I arrive?
Yeah, exactly. So the big part here has been Construction Central. That's where we've been keeping all our material and doing our staining and whatnot. That'll end up having a cold storage for our maple syrup, so we'll bring it in bulk here in 40-gallon drums and move it through the kitchen and out the front door. Kind of gives us a little more space up at the sugar house because we're kind of busting at the seams there. And then we'll, I get a garage for my truck on this end too, so that's kind of nice. Yeah.
A little fringe benefit.
That's right.
All right.
So why don't you come around to
we'll go over here now. Wait, I found out what was going on here. I drive by here, maybe a couple times a week, but I found out on Facebook. And who runs that Facebook page for you?
Oh, that's my wife, Rachel. Rachel Dutil. This is really her project on this end of the building. The maple syrup is my side job, and then this is her side project here. And we've gotten the kids really involved with it too. They do a lot with the chickens and washing the eggs and getting them packaged up. That's kind of their side of things. An animal they can handle, it's small enough that they can really get into it. My kids are 6 and 9 years old, so they can do a lot on their own if you push them to. So we just built all this. We still got to install the landscaping, and the siding's coming along nice here. We tried to make it real easy for folks to get in. We're going to have a handicap spot right here at the end. You got a patio you can pull right up and get right out of the car and come right up the ramp here into the front. So try to make it easy access for folks. And then we've got the step up on this side.
Yeah, we just left, as I said, D&D, and Rachel was there and seemed to be enjoying the time with her aunt and uncle.
That's right. That's family. Yeah, you got it.
Now they've got, or Shane has the tapping and sapping, I think he calls.
That's right.
Do you have a name for?
Yes. So we call ourselves Harvest Maple. My brother and I and a couple business partners launched a website, harvestmaple.com. That was about a year ago, and we're doing mail order, a lot of out of the area mail order type stuff. So we're making all the syrup ourselves with trees that we tap in West Shazy. Our sugar house is up there in West Shazy. And then we sell quite a bit on the bulk market, and we're trying to expand our retail market. So we've gone with these mason jars, and we're also going to be selling some flip tops, the reusable flip tops.
Okay.
So you can reuse the jar. It's a compostable label. You can reuse the jar, and you can reuse the flip top. So I think what I like about our packaging is that you don't throw it away. There's a good reuse for it. We throw them in the pantry when we're done.
Right.
Use them in the fall.
Right. Right. You can wash them and use
Yeah. So it's a nice feature. And then of course they don't make a half-gallon mason jar, so we've got these bigger half-gallon jars, which folks really seem to like, with a big bulky handle on them like that. Yeah. So this is a fairly new brand for us. We've been making syrup for. I got into the business about 8 years ago. And we took it over a few years after that, and we've been running that business for about the last 5. And then we decided to go into the retail side of things rather than add more taps. And that sort of fit into our overall farm business plan, because my brother actually raises the lamb that we offer here in the store.
Well, you got to mention your brother's name here.
This is my brother Kevin Gay. He's over in Scioto near D&D.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, we both grew up here on the farm.
Right.
And we like to work together, especially like to farm together. So this is a great opportunity. This has been a great opportunity for us to get back together farming. It's a challenging type of work, but it's really rewarding in a lot of ways.
Now, is this the 3rd generation of the Gay family?
Yeah, that's right. My grandmother and grandfather moved here in the 50s. Bought it from a Higgins family. And actually the folks that you see up on the wall here,
let's go look at them.
This is from the 1930s, Calvin. You can see the back of the house. In this one, you can really see the barn good. This is actually the barn that fell down here in the back of this picture. So what they're doing is they're cutting it with I'm assuming a gas-powered, looks like a car engine. Cutting ice. Yeah.
The river runs right behind.
That's right. The river's right behind the house.
Easy River.
So they're cutting ice off into blocks and sliding it up, sort of a scaffold unit, onto a trailer. This was circa 1930, they're telling us.
Okay, so this was...
so the site of this spot right here
was an ice house.
Was the old ice house, which is where the name comes from, the Ice House Farm Store. This is, you could see when we started gutting that building, you could see the old tin sheet metal on the walls that they used. And apparently they packed it in sawdust.
Yeah, I don't know how they managed to keep that ice frozen.
Oh yeah, exactly.
All year.
But it's on the north side, and actually this part of the building stays fairly cool.
Yeah, I know, but
still.
Ice, yeah.
Yeah.
And of course there's some 20-year-olds who are watching saying, ice? What do you want ice for?
Yeah, I mean, this was before electricity here, right?
Yeah. Well,
so we're looking at
refrigerators.
Exactly. They had the old ice box.
Right.
Yep.
The iceman would deliver the ice.
Yeah.
And stick it
Now it's easy. We throw it in the upright freezer, and you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Yep. So we're offering products from our farm, which is the beef and the maple. As I mentioned, my brother has the lamb products here. He's raising those in his pasture over in Scioto, and he has them processed. We go out near Lowville. This is Pat and April's pork in Fort Covington, New York. They do a great job with their pork. They raise a bunch of the feed themselves. They go out to Lowville and have this USDA inspected. So all this stuff is USDA inspected, wrapped in a vacuum sealed package that'll last about a year and a half, depending on the cut. This is how you have to do it to be USDA inspected, to sell it by the cut. So the small producer is sort of forced into that freezer frozen way of doing it because of how the market's regulated.
Right.
But I've heard feedback from customers that once you sort of get used to the frozen meat thing, you think the morning before, what do we want to have for dinner tonight? You set that on the counter, and when you get back home, it's thawed out and ready to go.
Yeah, if you don't know how to thaw food, you're living on another planet.
So then we've got North Country Creamery here from Keysville, New York. They're doing on-farm creamery. They've got some great yogurt products. We're carrying 2 flavors, the maple and the plain for now. And then they've got cheese as well, which is made right there on the farm also and packaged. So Ashley does a great job. She's got a small herd of grass-fed cattle that makes a high-quality product. And then we've got our own farm fresh eggs that we grow here on the farm, and as I mentioned, the girls take care of that side of the operation.
You got chickens here?
Yeah, we got chickens over in the old dairy barn. Yep. And then we've got Parker's Maple Cream, because we're not making cream yet, and we work real close with Parker's Family Maple. They actually helped us a lot in the construction of this building, and they've been very, very good to us, helping us get into the maple industry and to get this up and running. So we've got a self-checkout here, which is maybe something folks aren't that familiar with. So maybe we should go over that a little bit here while you're here.
Okay, and I don't want to forget, you got Bonnie Gagno, is that
Yeah,
Bonnie's?
yeah. Oh, there's the girls.
Disappointed you have to come back from the big
Yeah,
party
look
at
at this,
D&D.
faces painted and everything.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So all right, we got Bonnie Gagno's jams,
So if we want to head over here,
and we won't forget,
we've got Bonnie Gagno's jams here. We're carrying, I guess, 6 varieties of it. Here's something folks in the area might not have seen before. There's a guy on North Hero, friend of my wife's, who's growing popcorn there and packaging it right on site. So this is right off North Hero. And then this is a local couple, Maple Mountain, New York, a sample. Those are great products. We're carrying their bourbon barrel aged maple barbecue and vinaigrette, which are very popular. Triple Green Jade Farm is down in Essex County. They are on farm making these crackers, which are gourmet crackers that are really excellent quality. And all the ingredients that they're putting in there, the flour is milled locally at Champlain Valley Milling, and it's grown locally. So what a unique product to have locally milled flour in a product here that we can offer.
Yeah.
And then we also work pretty closely with Bayshard, so we're carrying 2 of their products. They make a great cotton candy and maple popcorn, so we're pretty proud to have all these partnerships. And unfortunately, we sold out of our house blend, but we're carrying Lakeside Coffee. We've got 5 or 6 varieties here. They actually put a blend together for us that's logoed for us, which is really nice of them.
All right, we've got 3 more co-owners here. Go from left to right. Tell us who we're looking at here. Left to right. Who's first here?
Unicorn.
My left. Who is she? Who is she?
Your left. This is Camille.
Camille,
can you say hello? Hi.
Hi. And
This is Madeline.
hi, Madeline.
Hi.
And you are?
I'm Rachel.
And we just saw you at D&D at your aunt and uncle's place.
That's right. They're celebrating 40 years, which is pretty exciting. Camille.
That's a microphone. And it picks up little fingers on it that makes the noise.
Yeah, that's right. So please don't touch, okay?
Oh, good.
Hey, that's
Good
not
choice.
appropriate.
That's
a joke.
very nice. I haven't had an in years here on down
It's
cable.
been a while, right?
So
Stop,
you're associated with a farm also outside of this, aren't you?
That's right. I think we've spoken there several times, haven't
Where is
we?
that place?
The Minor Institute in Shazy, yeah. And actually, the popcorn that we are carrying here at the store is produced by the agronomist at Minor Institute.
Ah,
so
that's how you got a
that's
hold
kind of a cool connection, right?
Okay. So
Yeah.
they're not afraid that you're going to grow so much that you're going to put the Minor Institute out of business. are
I
they?
don't think so.
No.
I don't think that's a concern at all.
Okay, I can't believe this here. Now, this is a North Country original here. I think I used to go to Sanger's and pick up some syrup, and you'd have a self-checkout there, and you're doing self-checkout here.
We're doing self-checkout, yeah.
So it's the honor system.
It's the honor system, yeah, with a little bit of technology incorporated, right? So we have a touch screen checkout system here. So you sort of wake the computer system up, and then depending upon what you're purchasing, it's all categorized here. So, you know, if you were purchasing beef, you could go into the beef category and choose whatever it is that you might be purchasing. Let's say you were going to get a ribeye steak. You would input the weight. All of the meat packages have the weight right on the package, so you would just input the weight into the system. Let's say it's 1.5 pounds, just for the sake of, and then you would add it, and so the system, you know, figures out the cost of that steak. And then if you were ready to check out, you would choose this blue charge screen here. And then you could use a credit card, you could manually enter it, or you could insert it into our card reader here.
Okay.
Or you could pay by cash, which would open the cash drawer and you could make yourself some change.
Oh, okay. So
So we know that the North Country is full of very
Honest people.
hardworking people, and we're
I hope you're on camera too.
yeah, they are on camera as well. But
Just to double check.
we're really trusting that you know that people are going to be really honest and supportive, and we're excited.
Okay.
We're
so
excited.
Obviously, you both work full time, so you can't be here hoping somebody
All the
stops
time.
in. So,
That's right.
So, what are the hours that this place is open?
So we are open daily from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And chances are, if you stop by on the weekend or after 2:30 on a weekday afternoon, you would probably have some help by these two girls here,
Aha.
who will be stocking shelves and probably giving you some sales pitches as well.
Are they on commission? How do they work?
Well, we haven't really fully worked out the details of that arrangement yet.
You haven't learned that word.
You need help.
On board, yeah. Please stop.
Okay, so it's called the Ice House Farm Store. You have a Facebook page, and
We have
Camille
a
wants to talk to us here. Kids, I've never seen kids do that before.
Never,
never.
huh? You're
no,
not
so-
familiar with that.
My kids were always, very quiet and.
I'm sure they were.
Okay, so Ice House Farm Store, you have a Facebook page.
That's right, and we also have a website, icehousefarmstore.com, where we're not doing any online sales, at least not at this point, but it sort of gives our address, has a few photographs, tells you a little bit
Yep.
about the products. So, yeah.
Well, you are selling maple online.
Yeah, so we do have, so Harvest Maple does have a separate website that has
Okay.
like an online sales component, right, and that would be harvestmaple.com. Yep.
All right,
Yep.
so Sunday, did you say Sunday too? Saturday and Sunday?
Yep, 7 days a week. I'm sure we'll probably not open the store on holidays, but otherwise, yep, 7 days a week from 10 to 6.
All right, so we're on the LaValley Road.
Yep, we're at 1251 LaValley Road, and we do have a kind of a flag flying out by the road that helps to find the
Identify it.
location. Hopefully, we'll have some more signage, you know,
I've got
as the
two
days
paper
move on.
signs out there.
Yeah, there's some 2 paper signs. Those are kind of hard to see from the road,
One,
though.
yes, and one of them got
And also-
rained on.
Yes.
They're both sloppy.
Yeah, so we've been open for a whopping 5 days, so we're brand
5
new
days.
and kind of testing the waters, getting our feet wet, and hopefully within the next few months we'll really have our systems fully down and probably some more products in stock as well.
See, and you just jumped in the time machine, went to the D&D and saw what you were going to be like 40 years from now.
That's right. That's right.
I hope we don't have a party that big.
You know.
That's
You
such a
never
big
know.
cleanup.
You never know, yeah.
All right, anything else, Rachel, that we should know about here?
I'm assuming that Rob probably pointed out the images of
Yes, so the ice.
of the
Where you got the name from?
1930.
The fridge?
All
I
right.
think Dad probably went through all the products,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, LaValley Road, for those who don't know, is a county road. It runs from just outside of the village of Mooers on Route 11 on the east side of the village, and it runs in an east-west, west-east direction or east-west direction, depending which way you're going. And it comes out at Honeymoor's Corners on Route 9, so it's between 2 major
Have you seen-
highways and
That's right. We're
easy
sort
to
of closer
find.
to the Route 11 ends, though.
Right.
Yep.
Have we
Yep.
pointed out the sign?
Yes, we did point out that big sign out there, open. Okay, I'll close with that. How's that? And of course, we got the sign on the door that was, there we go. Look for this sign and stop in 7 days a week.